Okay, don't worry about this crap here, okay? Or that. Now, solve and graph the inequality. It says 2 is less than x plus 5, and x plus 5 is less than 9. I got to find out all the numbers for x that when I add 5, it's going to be somewhere between 2 and 9. So you see the 2 signs circled. So this means you need to find 2 critical numbers. Here's how you do that. You box up your x. Is it positive or negative? It's positive, so the signs will stay the same. Now, outside the 1x, I got a plus 5, so I minus 5 to get rid of it, and then I need to minus 5 to the 2 and the 9, both. So 1x, 2 minus 5 is negative 3, 9 minus 5 is 4. Since we have a 1, we can get rid of it, and we have our numbers. We got negative 3, you put x there, and you put 4. Now plot those 2 critical numbers on your number line, and don't worry the direction the signs point. Do not worry about that when there's 2 of them. You are just going to simply mark those with circles. They're not equal, either one of them, and just connect them. All numbers between negative 3 and 4. Okay, next problem. Is the x positive or negative? It looks positive to me, so those signs will go the same way. So plus 5, and plus 5 to him. So I've got 1x, negative 2, and 9. You don't need to divide if there's a 1 there. We have our critical numbers, negative 2 and 9. Negative 2, 9, you circle those. They're not equal, either one of them, and then just connect them. Okay, don't worry about the way the signs point. Okay, next up. Box up the variable. It's positive, so those signs will go the same way. We want y in the middle by itself. So I got a minus 4 out of here under the 10 and the 24. So you still got 2 times y in the middle, and then you got 6 and then 20. Now you got to divide by 2, but then you got to divide the 6 and the 20 by 2. You got to do it 3 ways. So that gives you 3 and 10. So my critical numbers are both positive, 3 and 10. Circle. Now they both say they can be equal, so you fill them in. Connect them. Okay, next one. Box up. There's nothing outside that you would have to add or subtract. You just, is that negative? Sure it is. So the sign's got to change. So I divide by negative 5. Divide the negative 3 by negative 5 and the 2 by negative 5. And that's going to be positive 0.6. You have x and negative 0.4. So 0.6 and negative 0.4. They can both be equal and connect them. Okay, now, I don't really know if the signs need to switch because of the parentheses. So, let's get some rainbows going. Drop your signs when you have rainbows. You got 2x plus negative 6, and then 0 and 8. Now you can box it up. That's positive, so those signs will go the same way. With x in the middle by itself at the end of the problem. So I plus 6 to 0 and to 8. So in the middle I've still got 2 times x, 6, and 14. Now we got to divide by 2. That's 3. That's 7. So 3 and 7 are your critical numbers. They're both positive. That's fine. You can get in both positives. They could get both negatives. You can be equal to 3, but you can't be equal to 7, so you leave that empty. Okay, oh no, it's a fraction. Okay, it's okay. Multiply. Drop the signs. So you got 15. 5/9 times 18 is going to be 10y. And then 5/9 times -9 is -5. And then we got 30. So now I have 10y. That's positive. That means I'm not going to multiply or divide by a negative. So those signs stay the same. Outside, you got -5. So I plus 5. And then I plus 5 to the 15 and the 30. So I got 20, 10 times y, and 35. Now divide by your 10, and you get your two numbers, 2, I just have a y there, and 3.5. So there's my two critical numbers. That's empty, that's got to be filled. Now, to apply this to actual real life, we're going to do 1 and 2 together. The minimum speed on a highway is 40 miles per hour, the maximum 60. So, 40 and 60, you can be equal to either one of these in a story problem. Now, what you do is you use x for your variable, put the 40 here, put the 60 here, and always make the signs both less than or equal to. That's simple. Mollusks can survive in water elevations from -2,600 feet to -100 feet. So -2,600 is further out than the -100. You can be anywhere between. So x, you put the -2,600 over here, and -100 over here, and put the signs, okay? Don't confuse yourself, they're both less than, because this can be less than x, but then x can be less than this. Okay, that's really all I have to say on that. Hope it's been informative, and you need to complete the next problems.